I have been diagnosed dementia with a moderate degree of let me get this right, moderate generalized cortical atrophy, and I have a superpower. At first, I was misdiagnosed with something else. I was still working and became depressed. And as a result of that, I was hospitalized for half a year. Eventually, I was diagnosed. I gave up work instantly. Feel free to do what I want, when I want, no more clocking in. And then I came back to play golf with my mates. And after we played golf, people came up and say, well, I've not seen you for ages. How do you do? And I say, just been diagnosed with dementia. And that's when I found out what the superpower was. Because as soon as I said that, everyone stopped talking to me. They talk about me, over me, around me, but they never spoke to me. So that's my superpower. The ability to become invisible in a room full of people. Every day you can feel parts of it going. We feel there's something missing out there, and you feel you want to go looking for it. It's a terrible air that becomes overpowering, and that's why people go missing in that, because they go looking for something. And then I realize something we are looking for is yourself. It's the you that's been missing out. I yearn and I miss for what I used to be, you know. My sense of humor has kind of vanished. Not absolutely and completely, but to a very large degree. I'm not the bubbly, lively person I once was. Aspects of my personality changed in ways I don't like. Then I lost my job and they took your driving license away. That was like taking away your independence. I became dependent on my wife. The nurses are also not helping. Once you get diagnosed, you got hung out to dry, neither heard nor seen. I don't think they're bothered after you've got dementia. In fact, you probably get to 70. No, great. Thank you. Then I met some of the groups that do some work with older people with dementia. Like a few of them have passed away, you know, they are dead, and put everything in place. And that's when it made me realize it's, you know, this could happen anytime. You never know your minutes, so you need to get it in place now, because it's going to save a lot of heartaches and confusion and stuff. We put things, power of attorney and health plans in place, and you know what's important to us. My wife and I, we've planned our lives now down to the last detail. It's no good leaving it and not speaking about it, because it's difficult. You have to speak about it. But they give you that much paperwork, and none of it made sense. You know, health plan, do not resuscitate and things. Since I struggled to connect the words, I mean, I can't even do figures. They make no sense to me. I just don't recognize it. My writing's also not as good as it used to be. What I do is just, what's the word of it? Instead of writing capital letters. Letters? It became scribbles, just rubbish. But at least I plan for the future. Whether we'll be able to do it, I don't know. Eventually I'll need to be in a home, but you know, that's also my biggest fear. Getting put in the home and nobody's coming to visit me, because I've seen it so often as well, and that probably doesn't help. And how are they going to be with me in 6 months or a year? Or, you know, will they talk to me? Is it for, like, you know, stupid or you know, that kind of way? I just don't, I don't know. Will I recognize them? I just don't know.